I'm Kelly Spitzer with Century 21 Elite Realty and Second Story Books in Durango, Colorado. Welcome to the very first edition of the Bookstore Realtor. Today we are talking about Elbert Hubbard. I am such a geek about Elbert Hubbard. And if you've never heard of him, I am not surprised. He died on May 7th, 1915 in Lusitania. But he was a founding father of the arts and crafts movement in America. So he started the Roycroft, which was part business, part university, part ranch. And it's in East Aurora, New York, near Buffalo. You can still visit it today. So when they started it, there was a copper shop, a furniture shop, and a printing press, which made really cool books. Unfortunately, I do not have any of those, but I'm going to take you on a tour of the Hubbard books that I do have here in a minute. For now, let's get into his biography, written by Felix Shea. Yep, that's how big of a dork I am about this man. So Shea describes Hubbard as a businessman with a literary attachment. I think he's got my number here. And so Hubbard, like every year, he had what he called a convention of the elect, which is where he gathered a bunch of great minds with diverging ideas, and they just got together and shared and discussed the state of the world and what to do about it. That would be such a cool thing to have today, right? Yeah. He would definitely be on the top of my list of those dead people to have dinner with. He was a hands-in-the-dirt intellectual businessman who wore flannels, and his motto was, be real, be earnest, be genuine. And this is such a cool book. I love the paper. I mean, it's just awesome in it. And, oh, there's a picture of him. It has these quotes. Hubbard was really into quotes, and his sketchbook is just full of quotes from all kinds of different people with great minds. So if you ever get the opportunity to pick up this book, highly recommend it. Let's go take a quick tour of the other Hubbard books I have. Okay, so here is my Hubbard collection. I have part of the series of the Little Journeys. There's several more that I'm still hunting for. Hopefully I find those someday. I have 2 editions of his scrapbook, one of the Notebook of Elbert Hubbard, and I just found a copy of A Message to Garcia, which was the most widely published book after the Bible and the dictionary in this time period, which was the early 1900s. And I found these 2 at an estate that's being sold, and I was helping her go through all the books. So none of these are actual Roycroft editions. They're published by WMH Wise and Company. And if I ever found an actual Roycroft edition, I would probably have a stroke on the spot. But these are in the vein of the Roycroft press publications. So, all right, so the arts and crafts movement also bled into architecture. You've probably heard of Stickley, who built furniture, and Frank Lloyd Wright, who was an architect. Those are some of the prominent names that came out of that movement. If you are looking for an arts and craft inspired home in Durango, you'll need to head to the East Avenues, also known as the Grid, or the West Avenues. And there's also been a resurgence of this movement in a more modern mountain way. And so we can see some of those houses influenced by the modern mountain prairie style up in Twin Buttes, and maybe a few even in Edgemont. If you want to go look at some houses, give me a ring. And if you want to talk books, hit me up. Thank you for listening.